Hey, what's up guys? On this video, we're going to go over how to never have evictions. And that sounds a little bit dramatic, but over the 5 years that I've been investing in real estate in the student housing market, I've never even come close to having to do an eviction. And that's because of these 3 tips that I recommend to you. So the first one is bringing in high quality tenants, obviously. So make sure you do your screening, you make sure that they're a professional tenant, or they're very professional when they interact with you. Make sure that they're not needy or they don't get upset easily. Make sure that you feel very comfortable with this person living in your house. And so one thing you could do is actually ask for references, ask for the previous landlord, so that you can call up the previous landlord and have their take on how the tenant was at their house. The second tip I have is make sure that they have enough to pay the rent. So that we refer to that as proof of income. So that means, like, even if they have like a lot of money coming in, you have to make sure that they have enough money in the bank in case they were to lose their job. Do they have enough to still pay the rent? Because someone who is making 6 figures in income, but all that money's going out as expenses, and they have like $0 in their savings account. Well, what happens if they lose that 6-figure job? Very soon after they lose their job, you're gonna see your rent stop getting paid, right? So you have to make sure that there's enough cash in the bank, and I recommend seeing at least $7,000, $10,000 in the bank somewhere to make sure that they can afford the rent. Otherwise, if they're not paying the rent, maybe their parents are paying the rent, you can get the bank statements from the parents. Or if they're using student loans, you want to get student loan documents. And finally, if they're using financial aid, make sure you get financial aid documents. But you do need to make sure they have some sort of proof of income before you bring them into your property. The last tip I have for you is really focusing on the landlord to tenant relationship, or the property manager to tenant relationship. So make sure that the relationship is very cordial. You want to treat the tenant almost like you would treat a friend or a colleague, but at the same time you want to be the one who upholds the rules. So what I mean by that is, you really have to make sure that you are interacting with them in a way so that you are providing them a service, or you're showing them that you're providing service to them and that you care about them. Having a customer service oriented mindset is really important in this process. Even things like please and thank you go a very long way in establishing a really cordial tenant to landlord relationship. So those are my 3 tips, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe and join me on next week's video. And I will be posting videos once a week on this YouTube channel. Thank you.